The history of this family goes back to the turn of the century. My grandfather, he was a fisherman under sails. My father himself was a fisherman. For us, the turning point was in the late 40s. We all started dinghy sailing. I made the decision early in life to become a racing dinghy builder. Steph, who's my second daughter, my eldest daughter didn't take to sailing, but Steph took to it in a very, very mature way. Everything she did was made with a lot of effort. She never really became a national champion of the class, but she did very well indeed with that commitment. And I remember vividly saying to Steph, "Oh, you did ever so well today for a girl." And she said, "Don't you ever say that to me again. I will not accept the fact that I'm a girl and not as good as a man." What's interesting about Steph and kite surfing is that Steph, as you know, had these 3 boys, and they have all been brought to this sport from a very, very young age. But what drives them on is this commitment to improve and do better in life. And it's all quite inspirational.
The smell of the sea makes me want to be with you, with you. You painted your dreams, oh, life never seems too fair, too fair. If only summer moments could overcome winter's omens and last a little longer. If only passing time I could control with my mind, I'd bring me a little closer. Son.
You know, you're there for the competition, but you want to be with the family, and I also wanted to try to be the best mum, but I'm not entirely sure whether that activity was in fact being the best mum.
You were near, but seconds seem to move too slow and too few for me until I see you.
Taking the children to events and getting them involved with the flag systems and what goes on in their heads. So as a coach and a mum, we travelled to many events. They really actually went up against each other in a nice way. They all helped each other during the event, and it was a really proud moment to ensure that they not only got a lot out of it, but they also acted in a fair way to their other competitors. I'd like to think that, you know, in the years to come, that they'll do the same things with their families, because for me and for Eric, it's been really special to do the sport as a family, but also to do it to a high level as a family. And I've been really lucky as a mum to be able to do that.
I take the stars from the sky, put them deep within your eyes so I can see blue at night. I'll steal the moon and take my heart every night that we're apart. You can watch my heart beat for you.
So yeah, I mean, all the boys, they often come as like the threesome, the bridgelets, and so everyone thinks that they've all got the same personality, the same abilities, but of course they're all very different children. Tom, who gets most of the people looking at Tom, of course is the youngest, He's probably got the most natural ability, certainly with the freestyle. He's always the one that's messing around, doing somersaults, flips, that kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, he was amazing how he picked up the sport, how quickly he got good at freestyle kite surfing. The other thing about Tom is that he used to come out of school at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It would be freezing cold, 5 or 6 degrees, and he would be straight on the water. So he was really motivated and still is really motivated. And Guy is a little bit more laid back. He's probably a little bit less competitive than the other children. He enjoys doing lots of different things, but he also kite surfs beautifully as well. A lot of people always say that Guy has got the most style probably out of all the children.
Ollie. So now I'm travelling more with Ollie mostly for racing events, and this year we went to the European Championships in Italy. It was a 5-day event. About day 3, Ollie was quite clearly doing really well, had a great strategy for winning, and he realised that mentally he could beat the older guys at age 15. In the end, we both ended up with titles for the European Championship, and obviously for me that was an incredibly proud moment.
And intrigued. Come on, repeat. Entire lives with one heartbeat. Blow by blow. Teenage dreams are hard to beat. Come on, repeat. Nostalgia dead and self-deceit. Come on, and repeat.
Who I'm very fond. I'm fond of them all, but to see Ollie come from a little lad and take on this sport and put so much commitment in, and he's now a lad of 15, and suddenly here is this man looking down on me. You know, I'm 70 years old, but I do admire, because one thing I have learned is that in my sport of sailing, I know to get to the top, you have to be special. To be better than the rest, you've got to be just that more competitive and slightly better to be a winner. And clearly at the moment he does seem to show those credentials. And to see them, every night it can be blowing a gale and raining. You'll see the 2 green kites of Steph and Ollie in particular, the pair of them are out there training hour after hour, night after night. And it's a source of great pride. Right, so try and compose myself a bit. I'm afraid it got a bit emotional, didn't it?